No, it was like a sneeze in the class. It's like a time.
On this page, and we did 17. Did you have any other questions? 11, 12, 13, 16.
Can you do 16?
Sure. Any others? This one you could do one of two ways. You could graph this, or you could do the work. So I'm going to show the work, and if we want to see that on a calculator, I'll do that one as well. If we're looking for a 0, what intercept are we looking for?
X.
That means our y value has to be 0. So change f of x to be 0 and solve for x. So the x value is what? So if you would put that in the calculator and graph it, you would see that it crosses the x-axis at 3.
But isn't it like y equals 2x minus 6? Isn't that how you say it? Like, isn't the
That's the
x
equation.
interesting?
That's the equation. Any others on this page? For graphing, some of the graphing aren't actually like us graphing, is more finding the equation that matches the graph. But on the back of the first page, 12, 13, 16, and 17 are all graphing. Do you have questions on any of those?
What page is that?
The back of the first page.
Can we do 13?
Yes. So on 13, we can find the slope and y-intercept of this graph one by looking at where does it cross the background grid lines exactly. So I have 2 points here. Be careful because some of these don't actually cross the background grid lines exactly. So the slope here would be 5/3. And the y-intercept would be -3. So one of these equations is going to equal that. To eliminate some, we could look at the last part. If we were to solve this, would we get -1?
Which one?
This one we would. What about this one? No. So it's either going to be D or B. So we would need to try and solve one of them and figure out, do we get the same thing? If we do, that's the answer. If we don't, it's the other one. So if we subtract 3x on both sides, and divide everything by -5, you have y equals 3/5 already. This is the opposite, so it's not going to be this one. So it would be D by default. Other questions? questions on this page, 12, 16, or 17? For 16 and 17, remember your flip-ups. That way you can easily graph those. And then more graphing ones. On the back of the next page. Really, all of these are graphing questions. Do we have any questions 7 through 10? On the next page, the last graphing one is number 14. Questions on that?
30.
We're using our flip-ups. If this is a y equals, this is going to be a horizontal or vertical line. Horizontal. So on your y-axis, plot a point at -2. Draw a horizontal line through it.
Wait, isn't that X? Because like X is usually.
X. This is your x-axis, but you would do a vertical line on it. And then the last objective is the last page. Questions on any of those 1 through 5.
Can I go number 2?
2. Is that what you said?
Huh?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Any others on this page? The very last page. We'll start with number 2. What happened? What changed here?
The one percent?
So not the y-intercept, it's multiplying, so that's the slope. What happened to the slope? Not steeper.
It's less.
It's less steep because it's a fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. So it's less steep by 1/2. What happened to the y-intercept?
Didn't change.
It didn't change. It stayed the same. This one we have to graph a line. So if the y-intercept didn't change or it stayed the same, you're going to plot it at the same point, 0, 0. What would be our new slope? So we can go up 1 to the right 2 as many times as possible. And down 1 left 2 as many times as possible. Are there any other problems on this page we want to see, do, go over, have questions about? So we've gone through the review, and our quiz is scheduled for Tuesday. we wouldn't really have anything to do Monday except for you to review some more. So I'm going to give you this option. We can either move the quiz and test back a day, so we can quiz on Monday, go over the quiz Tuesday, test on Wednesday, Thursday, and then start our flex day Friday and the day after. Or leave it as is and quiz on Tuesday, test on Thursday, Friday.
So the quiz is in next quarter, grade 10.
So would you rather leave it as is and quiz on Tuesday or quiz on Monday? Everyone needs to vote. So would you rather quiz on Tuesday that was more than half the class. Okay. So we'll leave the quiz on Tuesday, which means Monday will just be another review day, but it'll be more so review for you guys working on your own, because we've gone through all the review questions you wanted to go through, and the rest of today. So I'm going to give you options. You can either work on your review, more of the review, work on Delta Math and the linear transformations thing that's due today, or if you want to work on retake work, you can do that. But you are responsible for making sure you're good with this stuff for the quiz on Tuesday. So if you want to do retake work, you need to come see me.